And also, hey guys, so what would you say if I told you that's a really bad pose? So what would you guys say if I told you that you could grow your hair 1 inch in 1 week? You'd probably think I was pretty crazy. I would too, because the average person can only grow about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch of hair per week. Well, there's been a challenge that's been really popular on YouTube recently called the 1 inch in 1 week challenge, where people use a method called the inversion method in order to grow as much hair as they can for free at home in 1 week. So I took part in this challenge, and today is the end of my week on the challenge, and the purpose of this video is to test and measure and see how much hair I grew in a week. I do feel like my hair is a little bit longer and crazier. It's not long by any means, but I do feel like it's a little bit more unruly and crazy than it was a week ago. I'll give a little bit of quick background on why I'm doing this video. So basically, I'm trying to grow my hair out, and I found a YouTube video called 1 inch in 1 week, and I watched it, and I was very skeptical because that's a ridiculous amount of hair to be able to grow in 1 week. But all of the different people that I've seen on YouTube doing this challenge, they have gotten at least a ½ inch of hair in 1 week, which is actually pretty unheard of. And so I thought I would do it. What you do is you take either coconut oil or castor oil, and I've seen some people combine the two, but what worked best for me was microwaving it in a microwave-safe glass dish for about 90 seconds. So you want it to be hot, but you don't want it to burn you or be super uncomfortable. And you can either sit in a chair. I got an outside patio chair, and I had a towel underneath. And you can either sit in a chair, or you can just stand up and put your head upside down. But basically, you want your head to be upside down. And what this challenge does is it increases blood flow to your scalp, which promotes hair growth. But also, when you use your fingers to massage your scalp for about 7 minutes straight, you are exfoliating the skin cells on your scalp, which normally don't get any activity. Normally it's just, dead skin and it's not active. And so if you increase blood flow and you exfoliate, then you are encouraging new hair growth. And I think that the purpose, you can do this with shampoo or dry, but I think the reason that the challenge has you do it with coconut oil is just to it's just to lubricate a little bit for your movement. Like I think it just helps you get in there more. But I would say the past week of doing this, I did it right before I went to bed, which was kind of inconvenient because by the time I did it, I was super sleepy and I was just ready for bed. But the good thing about it was that it helps if you leave the coconut oil on for a couple hours after you do this. I'm not sure why. I would say the negative of doing this was that my scalp is kind of irritated because basically when you're massaging it, you're kind of scratching your scalp, and I was scratching my scalp for 7 minutes at a time every night for a whole week. And so I'm having a little bit of skin irritation, but mostly my hair is just pretty relieved that this is over. So anyway, let's go and measure my hair and see how much hair I got in a week. Let's get it. So as you can see, I did put oil in my hair one last time. This was kind of just for old time's sake, and also just to make sure that I get an accurate and consistent measurement, because having your hair wet and having oil in your hair does cause your hair to hang lower than it normally would. So when I first measured my hair, it was after putting oil in my hair for the first time. Actually, I did it on the second day, but my hair was very oily when I measured it. So now I will get a consistent reading when I measure it now. So when I measured my hair before, I grabbed a middle clump that was about a ½ inch tall, and I pulled it down. And if I twirled it together to get an average, it was about 2.5 inches long. So let's see, I have a janky ruler. We're gonna try this. So I'm gonna grab about a ½ inch of hair. And if I kind of twirl it together, let's see. So from the top here, it is 3 inches. Oh my god, that's a ½ inch. From the top, it is 3 inches. So the average, whoa, so this hair grew a ½ inch in a week. Oh my god. So anyway, it looks like my hair got a ½ inch longer on the top than it was last week. So I think that's a success. I mean, it's definitely a success. I didn't get an inch in a week, but a lot of the people that I saw on YouTube, they got about ½ an inch in 1 week, which is actually great. Normally, I get 3/4 of an inch in a month. So this is very fast. And this here. So I measured I did it again, but I went just a little bit higher. And now the hair is coming down to 3 1/4. Anyway, so I would say this challenge was a success, and I'm gonna take 3 weeks off from messing with my scalp and putting weird oil in it. But I think I'm gonna try this again next month and see what kind of results I can get next month. And also as part of this video, I was thinking I would touch base a little bit on my minoxidil for facial hair. In my last video, I was talking about how I'm trying to increase the density of my facial hair because I basically just have like 12 whiskers. I haven't grown any facial hair out in about 10 years, and so to be honest, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. But basically, this is not an update to test minoxidil, because minoxidil, which is the active ingredient in Rogaine, it takes anywhere between 6 months and a year or 2 years to work on a guy. And I've only been doing this for 2 weeks. So this is not a testament to minoxidil. All this is me documenting what 2 weeks of hair growth looks like for me, because it's actually pretty pitiful. This is it's pretty much the before. So over the past 2 weeks, I have not shaved any of this, but I have shaved this just to keep the lines clean. I haven't shaved any of this. I'm not gonna call it a mustache because it's pretty pathetic. I'm seeing some patterns. I'm kind of seeing some swirls, like where the hair grows. I don't know if you can see that. I'm kind of seeing like a little hurricane, and actually I'm getting kind of annoyed by the hairs because they're very prickly and long. But, you know, let's see. Okay. But I mean, the fact that I can tell what direction they're going, I'm starting to see a shape. I do have a few tiny hairs throughout here, but what minoxidil will do is it will create new blonde baby hairs in this area. But then if you're patient and if you wait another 6 months or so, then these baby hairs will fall out and then permanent hairs will come in, and basically you just achieve higher density. So anyway, this is the before, and hopefully in 3 to 6 months or in a year, I will have something decent. So anyway, thanks for watching my video. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you do subscribe so that you can see future updates. I am going to try the inversion method again. Overall, it's not much work. But I also am going to post more updates about the minoxidil facial hair regime, because I'm in a Facebook group. What's it called? The Minoxidil Beard Spot, whatever it's called. I'm going to put a link down below so you can see that. And those guys are really helpful because they share a lot of like tips and tricks, and also like how to stay sane when you're growing your hair on your face and you're growing your hair on your head. Sometimes it can be really annoying and itchy and you just want to shave everything off. So it's good to check in with people that are kind of doing the same thing as you. Yeah, so I'll put the link down below. And anyway, and I'm excited to post a 3-month and a 6-month video about growing out my hair and my beard. So make sure you check in. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.